Hello, everybody, and welcome to Written in Blood. My name is John, and today I'm going to be doing a review, you could say, of The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor LaValle. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis, and then I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts. People move to New York looking for magic, and nothing will convince them it isn't there. Charles Thomas Tester hustles to put food on the table to keep the roof over his father's head from Harlem to Flushing Meadows to Red Hook. He knows what magic a suit can cast, the invisibility a guitar case can provide, and the curse written on his skin that attracts the eyes of wealthy white folks and their cops. When he delivers an occult book to a reclusive sorceress in the heart of Queens, Tom opens a door to a deeper realm of magic and earns the attention of things best left sleeping. A storm that might swallow the world is building in Brooklyn. Will Black Tom live to see it break? Okay, so the first thing is, normally I don't read the reviews that other people put up before I've read a book or before I review a book, actually. But when I was putting my review or my star rating for this on Goodreads, I did notice one person said that this is basically a retelling, Victor LaValle's retelling of H.P. Lovecraft's The Horror at Red Hook, which is by far one of Lovecraft's most racist stories. So yeah, I do believe it. I've never read, and the person did say that you don't have to be familiar with The Horror of Red Hook to read this, and vice versa. Now I've never read The Horror at Red Hook. I've got it in an annotated edition, but I've never read it. Okay. But to me, I don't know if this is to me so much a remake or a retelling as it is also an answer to Lovecraft's story. Because we all know Lovecraft was one of the most, he was a racist. Let's put it that way. He was a racist, okay? And the thing about it is that Victor LaValle, in the second annotated edition of Lovecraft Stories, which I've got a copy of, LaValle writes the introduction. And he also here in this book, he dedicates it to H.P. Lovecraft. And he says, for H.P. Lovecraft, with all my conflicted feelings. So, and he pretty much tells in the annotated series how he was a big fan of Lovecraft. And then he had everything. And then he finds out that Lovecraft was a racist. So all the things he had, he got rid of. So now he's come back, I guess you could say, full circle, and I guess you could say, like he says, he's a conflicted fan of Lovecraft. And I'm not trying, I am definitely not going to try to, how do I put it? Racism, I'm from the South, okay? I've been living in California since 2005, but I was born in the South. I was born in South Carolina. Lived until 2005. I lived in South Carolina. I don't know if you can hear any kind of Southern accent in my voice. Sometimes I can exaggerate it a pretty good bit, but being from South Carolina, the first thing people are going to think is that I've got a cross burning on my lawn, or that I wear a white sheet or something like that, and that's not the case, okay? But the reason I think that this book is an answer to The Horror at Red Hook is that, to me, Lovecraft, if he's a racist, he didn't necessarily feel that black people or people of a different color had a place in his stories. And he disguised that, of course, with his monsters and his, like the deep ones and things like that. So I think this is LaValle's answer to that, saying that, yes, black people and people of color, they do have a place in cosmic horror. And they have a big place in it. This and Matt Ruff's Lovecraft Country are two great examples of that, okay? And the other thing is that, to me, this book also is how a person, if the situation is right, the circumstances are right, is to me an example of how a good person or a reasonably good person can become a monster. Because that's what happens. Because the character of Charles Thomas Tester, it's no spoiler, he's Black Tom. And I think one of the things that kind of helps with the metamorphosis, so to speak, from Charles Thomas Tester to Black Tom is just look at the names he's given. First, he's given his Christian name, Charles Thomas Tester. That's the name his daddy knows him by. That's the name he was born with. And then when he's out hustling, he's Tommy Tester. Okay. And so that's kind of in between of the first and the last. And then next thing you know, because of these circumstances in the book, he becomes Black Tom. And by his own admission, becomes a monster. So that's the reasons why, I absolutely love this book. And, okay, I'm looking behind me right now. I'm looking behind me. That's my Regan doll. And it's like freaking staring at me. So, have you guys seen this thing? I'll show it to you in a minute. She's freaky. She's creepy. Anyway, that's why I absolutely love this story. And I just had finished Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff, and I did love that one also. A definite 5-star read. This is also a definite 5-star read. But to be honest with you, I'm going to give the edge to this one here. It's a short one. It's a novella. It's 149 pages. And I just think that Laval just completely nails it, with this blend of, the whole racism thing of Lovecraft. And also, like I said, as an answer to Lovecraft's racist views. So yeah, this is a 5-star read for me. The Ballad of Black Tom. If you haven't read it, by gosh, pick it up. It's a fantastic book. All right, so that's going to be my review. And now for this little staring little demon child back here. I'm going to bring her out here. I got her to Walgreens. She was on special, and she talks. She has 2 things. I want to show her to you. She's freaky. First of all, she does move. She walks. She freaks my cats out. I put her on the floor and she walks. But anyway, she does this. Okay, that's enough. All right, and then she also does this, this is awesome.
What an excellent day for an exorcism. And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being a kid. Anyway, that's it. That's my video. That's my review. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a great night. Great weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay home. All right. If you got no reason to be out, don't go out. Anyway, bye-bye.